Sip and chill.
Yo, what's good, you guys? It's your boy Marcus Stormer, and we are back on Sip and Chill, and Happy New Year, all right? Now, we had to start the new year right, okay? Of course, you got your boy Marcus Storm.
Anime Soul King.
And T-Dub couldn't make it today, but we're going to give him his thoughts and prayers. You know, you're part of our team, bro. We cannot wait to have you back.
Shout out T-Dub.
Right? But right now, we got a hell of a guest, man. This is one of your boys, but he's become my boy, and we've become the boy. You know,
the boys.
The fact that this is the future maker, the former AIW world champion, the former AIW intense wrestling champion, former tag champ too, right?
Oh yeah, Grand Slam champ.
Oh, yeah, the Grand Slam.
And J-Lit winner. Back to back.
Two times. Only man to do it back to back.
Hold on, this man's future is too bright. The moment maker, the one and only E.T. Eric Taylor.
Man, man, I got goosebumps right now. That was a heck of a promo.
I appreciate it.
I'm ready to go. I don't really have a voice right now, but dang, man.
Oh yeah. No, I do this.
I'm all jazzed up.
There we go.
Hey, come on.
That was crazy.
Hey, you guys don't normally see me in this, but I decided to bring back the stripes for the night.
Heck yeah. My favorite zebra.
There you go.
There you go.
For sure.
Now I know both y'all go way back, man.
Classmates.
Class.
Right.
Of sorts.
Of sorts. I mean,
Yes.
I mean, my thing is like
2018, 2019.
Oh yeah. 2008. The fact that like I've been coming through to the indie scene for a minute now, and like Eric, first off, seeing you in action, bro, is definitely a wonder to watch because
thank you. I appreciate that.
You're not just high flying. You're also technical, quick on your feet.
Sure.
You know, you definitely have a lot to offer. You tell a story in the ring.
That's the plan, right?
And also, it was like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, it was a no-brainer. All right, we had to bring him in.
Ichi has it, man. I've been saying that from the moment I met Ichi, that he has it from the promo skills, in-ring skills. And he's only just got better. And he's continuing to get better. And I just wanted to personally tell you that to your face, brother.
X is going to make me cry on the podcast. My first video podcast, I'm going to cry because of X. But thank you, guys. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Thank you.
I mean, the thing is, you're not just gonna be on a podcast. You're about to be on an album too.
Yeah, dude.
Like let's talk about it. Like you battled Eric Young.
Yeah.
Tyler Breeze.
Yeah.
Man, and the list goes on, man, of names you've gotten to face and conquer.
Yeah, that's very true.
So
that's very true. It's crazy. Yeah. Like if you would have told 12-year-old me, like, you're going to be in the ring with Raven in your third match, or, like you said, Eric Young, Tyler Breeze, Heath, Chavo Guerrero, stuff like that. It's like, man, I just feel blessed. You know what I mean? Yeah. Been able to do this since, like you said, we started training in 2018 together. Yep. Been on shows since 2019, and it's like, man, like I'm so beyond lucky.
Yep.
And it's weird because you feel like I said, you feel blessed, you feel lucky to be able to have accomplished those things, but at the same time, it makes you hungrier for more.
Oh, heck yeah.
And it's like one of those things where you're just like, it's like an insatiable beast. And you're just like, man, what's next? What could we do next? Who could we conquer next?
Yep.
Who are going to be, who could we wrestle? What's the deal? You know what I mean? What's happening next, right? That's why, it's future too bright, it never ends.
Like, I'll say this, man, like, just looking back at it, like, bro, like you just said, like, I would have never thought, like, hey, I'm out here reffing D'Lo Brown.
Yeah.
Who else? Danhausen.
Right.
Tracy Smothers' last match.
Yeah. Yeah.
ACH, Lee Moriarty. The list goes on. Swoggle.
Right. Yeah.
So to be able to work with legends and stars that are now Ethan Page, Tom Lawler, the list goes on. To be able to work with these guys, that's a blessing, man. That's stuff like I don't ever take that for granted. Those are things like I always reminisce on. And people always ask me like, yo, Zay, do you miss being in the ring? I've told them, I've kept it honest. I said, honestly, no, I don't miss being in the ring. I more so am in an avenue now to where like Benjamin. Like I'll take a Benjamin under my wing and said if he ever need advice and want me to work with him, I'll come up to the school and do it.
Sure.
Same with what's her name? The new girl. She, sister, dark skin, long hair.
There's so many coming through.
it's one of the new girls that's training to be a wrestler, but she talked to me numerous of times that I've met her about transitioning over to being a ref, and I said,
Sure.
well, whatever choice you make, don't be afraid to come to me for advice and ask. So I'm more so open to helping the next generation up and coming up to the school and being that guide for them.
Right. Yeah.
'Cause-
Well, it's interesting being in that position now, right?
Yeah.
Like versus when we first started out, you know, and like also to preface, like we still don't know anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're only
Yeah.
7 years in. Nope,
Yes, sir.
Don't, no pun intended. But
Jesus Christ, y'all say y'all don't know nothing.
but
Did you really hit the
but for
6,
real,
7?
for real,
Sure
like
did.
it's so different because when we were growing up, it was so much like we were looking at these guys that are on top and we're looking up at them. We're like, oh my gosh, like we want to be them one day. And now,
sir.
you know, you have a lot of our class, like me, Mikey, Chuck, you, right? And now we're the ones giving the advice to a lot of these younger guys. And it's like, man, like how did that happen so quick? Like we're like, I wouldn't say we're the seniors quite yet, but it's
Yeah.
like we're starting to kind of become the upperclassmen where people
There
are
you
like
go.
coming up to us. And like, I had one of the new kids tell me that like they came to a show and saw me and they're like, that's when I decided that I was going to start training. And I'm like, man, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's crazy,
Me?
isn't it?
You know what I mean? Like it's like imposter syndrome. Like you're just like, how do you think? Like why? You know what I mean? Like I was so taken aback by that because like sometimes you do wonder like, am I doing things right? Am I am I doing this right? I need to do this better. And you're so caught up in that. And like sometimes people do take notice, right? So keeping that confidence too. But yeah, man, it's just crazy how far we've come and how fast it seems to go.
Heck yeah. Man.
Oh yeah. Well, Eric, we're gonna get straight to that as well, but we're gonna start from the beginning.
Sure.
You know, we got to get on some hot topics right now. We're gonna talk about the culture real quick.
Yes, sir.
First and foremost, there is something that transpired yesterday. A woman was recently killed by ICE, and it was a tragic scene. I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
we've all read about it, seen the headlines. It was a
Yeah.
very tragic scene to a point where it was like, I can't even describe it because it was honestly like pretty disgusting. You know,
Yeah. It's one of those situations where it's like, you don't have to take a life.
exactly.
Like we're all human, man. Like,
Exactly.
so that's the best way I could put it. Just that it was unnecessary.
Exactly. America was built home of the brave, land of the free. But then you think to yourself, free for who? Exactly. You know, and the fact that like we feel like we've been pushed back 1,000 years, you know, and immigrants were the ones that built this country. You know, we all had a hand in it, some sort of
Sure.
way.
Right. Yeah.
You know,
You know, like putting together a puzzle. You know, we all each had a piece to help. You know, to build this America.
yeah.
So it's unfortunate. Rest in peace to the
young lady.
that passed away. I would just say, man, America, you just got to do better.
Got to do
Right.
better.
We gotta find a way, I think, to just come together, right?
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
find some common ground, and like we're doing right now, we're having a conversation,
Heck
right?
yeah. Heck
And
yeah.
I feel like it wasn't that way for us growing up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like I was able to talk to people growing up if I had disagreements with them or something, and somewhere down the line, it just kind of all started to unravel.
Yeah.
I have my personal theories about that. I think that it's all a work. No big, not saying any which way, but I think that with social media today too, there's so much division. There's so many opinions, and hiding behind that screen makes emotions so much more heightened.
Exactly.
And again, that's any side that you could imagine. And the sooner that we realize that tie colors are tie colors and they don't care, the sooner that we could start to make progress. And yes, what happened yesterday is it should not ever happen.
Have
right?
transpired
So
like that.
yeah. So we, like you said, we need to do better. Everybody needs to do better. We all need to come together, man.
That's right.
But you mentioned something about bringing us all together. There's multiple things that do that, but there's one thing in particular that does that better than no other, and that's professional wrestling.
I agree. I 100% agree.
I definitely agree too. You know what else does that? Music.
Yeah.
Correct.
Music
Yes.
brings all of us together.
Yep.
And in other news, in music, the Grammys are coming up in a month.
Yes, sir.
All right, we got
Yes, sir.
We got new Bruno Mars dropping on Friday.
Bruno.
Actually, I gotta
And-
keep up with my music, man.
Also,
Shoo-wee.
we also got some new J. Cole that may be dropping tonight.
Okay.
Jermaine.
Tonight.
Jermaine
Cole?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Eric, we got to know top five artists growing up. Who are they, and what inspired you to get into the sport you got into today because of those songs that you saw or listened to on the radio?
Oh my gosh. Oh, I feel like I should have been more prepared for this.
We asked the hard hitters around here, don't we?
Yes,
Don't we,
sir.
Yeah,
bro?
this is
Yes,
a
sir.
lot. So I think we did have a little bit of a conversation about this previously. Like, I'm definitely more of a song guy
Mhm.
than just specifically an artist.
Mhm.
Okay.
Now there was certain artists or certain things I listened to more growing up,
Mhm.
that my parents might have listened to or whatever.
Yes,
Like me,
sir.
like I love country.
All right.
That was always big for me. Loved a lot of classics, like classical music or just rock and roll, that sort of thing.
Mhm.
Growing up in high school, then you kind of start to get more into the pop, R&B, rap a little bit, right? So
Yes,
like
sir.
it's so hard to kind of die it down. Like my playlist goes every which way. So
Mhm.
I go from like Elvis to
Oh, yeah.
Kanye
Okay.
to like whatever it is. So like wrestling music if I want to get
Mhm.
pumped, or
That's
like
right.
Alter Bridge or whatever, right? So,
Maven?
like, yeah,
Little
man.
Braun Breaker.
No, not as much the new stuff. Not as
What?
much the new stuff.
I say the throwbacks. Jimmy John. His music cooked.
Hold up. Braun Breaker's music now
No,
slaps.
it does. It does. But like the ruthless aggression era music.
Oh,
and,
nothing's
and,
gonna
and
top the
attitude era.
Aggression era.
Just a different.
We used to
different
play. You were probably on the road with us a few times where we used to play the game where we would play the music and you're like, you can guess who this is.
Yes,
right?
sir.
And, like, even like it's crazy. Like even like the most jobber of jobbers, the guy that just goes in there and gets squashed. Like his music like in an instant.
Yep.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like it was so recognizable. And I don't know. I'm not gonna criticize anything now, but it was those songs back then were bangers.
Definitely.
It was crazy.
Definitely.
Oh, for
I
sure.
agree.
Crazy.
So here's the thing. What is your thoughts on how like, because I've been thinking about it lately, whereas you have wrestling fans and do you have only a specific fan of that specific company?
Mhm.
Meaning this group of fans only like WWE, so they don't know. They're ignorant to the fact of what's outside of WWE.
Sure.
Or AEW fans being the same way. Like, do you think that that helps the industry, or do you think that's a hit on the industry because of the fact that a lot of fans don't expand their horizon of professional wrestling, but because when they see an indie talent, they're like, who is this?
Sure.
I can't take them seriously, but
Yeah.
they don't go and see the work that these guys we've all put in.
Right. I mean, it's kind of there's two different schools of thought, I feel like, because on one hand, you want that competition, right? You want people to look at other companies to help push these other companies into being better, right?
Yep.
High tide raises all ships. So like you want there to be competition. You want people to kind of be selective because then it also causes different niches to be formed and
Yep.
there's different talents. Like you said, there's different people doing different things. So, and then the other school of thought is like, well, like, why are we cutting one company completely out of it? That's how I feel. Like, I'm
Mhm.
not going to sit here and be like, man, AEW is stupid or Ring of Honor is stupid or New Japan sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I grew up watching WWE. That was my
Hey,
first,
first
exposure
love?
to wrestling, just like probably all of us.
Oh, same WWE.
yeah.
Hold on. I grew up watching ECW.
Okay. So,
Okay.
but same
Yeah.
though. So like,
Well,
Yeah.
which one though?
yeah, new ECW, old ECW.
Oh, old ECW.
Okay.
Tommy Dreamer, Sandman, Rob
you go.
Van Dam,
Okay.
Sabu,
Yeah.
just incredible.
Okay.
yeah. Speaking of which, Rhino just announced for the next AIW show at
Yes.
Globe Iron.
I
July-
did-
or
Yes, sir.
January 23rd, which
Yes,
is gonna be cool.
sir.
But yeah, I think that so like that probably inspired you to view wrestling at your base at a little bit of a different lens. Like even like music, like our parents, at least my parents, they grew up listening to classic rock. So they're
Okay.
like, classic rock is the best. Or somebody maybe 10 years younger or older than me might be like, nah, man, like hip hop and R&B is the best because that's what they grew up with. So that's like
Yes,
their
sir.
baseline of, okay, this is mainstream. This is what's good. So for somebody like me that grew up with just WWE, that's how I feel. Or, there's a kid probably that, he started growing up and AEW became a thing. Now he's like, no, AEW is the baseline.
Right.
So like that's a whole nother factor that people kind of read into of like, this is what I grew up with. So this is what I'm going to kind of hold closer to my heart.
Right.
And it's like, man, there is so much more out there. Again, I didn't realize like how big the indies were or what like New Japan was until I started wrestling. And I'm like, oh, I need to like look at some of these other guys and see what they're doing because that's where I'm going to learn because the WWE is just all these big jacked guys doing all these power moves and I'm not going to be doing that.
It's
right?
just, they call it the land of the giants.
Exactly.
You know, and me and you were on the same boat because I didn't know how big New Japan was. I didn't know it was an international phenomenon until I got hip to AEW.
Yeah.
And like I was not aware. And then I remember Soul King told me about it. He was like, you need to check out New Japan and CMLL. And I was just like, I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, what are these promotions?
Well, and I remember like when I first started, and I still kind of feel this way. Like there's just certain guys that are just like encyclopedias of knowledge on that. Like Dom is an encyclopedia.
Yes, he is.
And he's like, yeah, like New Japan, like this year, or wherever it is, like, this guy. And I'm like, man, I don't even know what that is. And it makes you kind of feel insecure. Like you're like, dang, dude, like I'm trying to be a professional wrestler and like be the guy that like knows his stuff. And I don't even know a little bit.
But you know what that does? That opens up the door to go learn about these companies because like you and like you, I was a WWE only guy.
Right.
But it was when TNA, aka NWA TNA came around.
Yeah.
And that was my my exposure to another company outside of WCW, obviously.
Yep.
And then from TNA, we had New Japan. And this is around the time AJ Styles jumped over to New Japan and he took over Bullet Club. And from there, Ring of Honor, Major League Wrestling,
right? Yeah.
And GCW later on in life, AIW, which is crazy. Like I seen you guys, but at the time I'm like, do they have a school? I'm like, I don't know. They're based out in Cleveland. So then when I went to my first show, that's when I met Wes, and Wes is the one that, credit to Wes, he is the one that really guided me in the direction to like, you want to be a wrestler? We have a school. Just go sign up. That's exactly what I did.
Right. Yeah. I think that because I hate to keep giving this guy credit, but Chuck Stone, me and Chuck Stone went to high school together, unfortunately, and so we decided that we were going to start training together and all that stuff. And I think that it was like his mom worked with Ray Rowe's sister or something like that.
Okay.
And was like, hey, like he's having his send-off show. He's going to the WWE. You guys should go. And we're like, bet, right? Like, that's sick. This guy's going to the WWE. I've never heard of him before. Again, like I said, WWE guy. I have not really gone out of my way to view other things. So I'm like, I don't know who this guy is, but he's going to WWE. That's pretty cool. Let's go see it. And he was wrestling Keith Lee.
Oh man, that match was a banger.
Crazy, right?
Wow.
And so that was our first show that we went to at Mount Carmel. Yep. And I believe that we ended up talking to Derek.
Okay.
And we were like, hey, is there a school? He's like, yeah, come up. And we're like, all right. And then the rest is history, right? Crazy how that works.
Now, were you guys doing wrestling like prior? Like, because I remember you guys were told me when we first met. Y'all were like, friends,
Yeah, before he stabbed me in the back.
I know. Well, hold on. Wait a minute.
We'll get to that because I
kind of saw something differently, but we'll.
What?
Storm.
Yeah, no, I'm with X here. Continue.
Okay.
Go ahead.
My bad, man.
So
I know his future is bright, man. So it's just like I got excited.
Chuck Stone, E.T., we came up together. What happened? What happened? What was the shift that made you do what you do?
I truly believe that Chuck got jealous because he saw that I was going to be the guy, and you take a look at what was going on at that time. I won J-Lit, I won the Intense title, and we allowed him to be the affiliate for Cash is King.
Okay.
And I don't think that he liked that role. I think that he wanted more, which is fine. He wins the absolute title, which we pretty much gave him, by the way. And some stuff happened with the Duke, and I convinced Duke. I'm like, look, I know that it's not looking great right now with this guy, but he's my friend. Just he'll be okay. He'll come through. He always does. And I think that he didn't want to let go of that power. He was definitely trying to hold on to it. And I'm like, okay, well, if you disrespect me and my clan, then we got to oust you and keep that belt. And so that's what I did.
Okay. And then that's deep, man. Because like you both are my brothers, so like the fact when I seen you guys at odds, man, it hurt me. So I'm like, damn, I came up with these.
It
guys.
hurt me too. It hurt me too because like I just said, we went to high school together, we grew up together, and started training, and I would pick him up from training, like, and we would talk about, hey man, I can't wait to win a tag title with you someday or whatever it is, right? And I feel like we were that close to being able to get there, and I did what I had to do. I did what I had to do.
But that's not the only situation that I remember. Also, what about Mikey? It's another one we came up with, bro. Like, where did Bitcoin Boys? Where did that go wrong?
Hold on, did y'all say Bitcoin Boys?
Yeah.
We were the Bitcoin Boys.
Yeah, that's a fire name.
It was a horrible name, and it'll never come back.
Is it because? So, do you feel that in that moment of time, you made the decision to separate from Mikey? Is it because you was ready to go and break out on your own?
100%. Back then, I said that Mikey was holding me back, essentially, which I believe was true to an extent. And I believe that even if I want to peel back the curtain, I believe that I was also holding him back in ways. Look at what he's doing now.
Yeah.
I think that moments like that is why I call myself the moment maker, right? Because
Yes,
I got in this business to help the kid in the front row feel what I felt watching John Cena make his entrance, or The Rock, or whoever it is. I want to evoke emotion in people, and that's what that was. I want to make people feel, because that is what gets people to care. That's what gets people in the door.
Emotionally invested.
It's what wrestling is, right?
Yes.
So that's what I chalk it up to. Again, I think that we've both had a lot of success since then, and I think that it's worked out for the better. So
Yeah, look, like I said, look at two-time J-Lit winner. He's an undisputed champion himself.
yeah.
So, like, there has definitely been a lot of success that's gone on with yourself, Mikey, Chuck, just everything. And like I said, I'm proud of you, brother. Like,
Thanks, man.
despite I don't agree with how things happened, but at the end of the day,
What does that mean? What does that mean? I didn't do anything.
But I understand business is business at the end of the day.
Exactly.
You have
And
to sometimes
like I
do what's
said,
best for business.
What are you gonna do?
But hey, yeah, what you gotta say, Mike?
Look, both y'all my boys. I like both y'all. But as I said, the moment's been made. You've been killing it ever since.
Yeah.
As I said, just to say, you two both are walking living legends in AIW right now. And your star is only getting brighter, because I think we've seen you on TV a couple times.
I will not confirm nor deny.
Yeah, my thing is, well, what I've seen, we've seen you on SmackDown, we've seen you on Raw. All right, we've seen a couple of appearances, and the fact that you aren't afraid to not just show your face, but like talk about yourself, tell the story. You're not afraid to just like be able to humble yourself and just come down and be like, hey. And the fact that like when I came to these shows, like ET, you have real fans that cheer your name, that really scream out your name, who love you. Have like these day ones. I remember meeting these two kids. I was walking getting food, and then I came back, got a drink, and then your match is about to come up, you know, because like you're my boy and I have to come and see you, you know. It's just your match is coming up. I get shoved by these two little girls. I'm like, ugh, you know, and I'm just like, oh, there's just, they look at me. One was like, sorry, the other one mugs me like, you know, and I'm just like,
naturally.
I was like, what's going on? What happened? She's like, do you not see who's in the ring right now? Do you not see? And I'm just like, yes, yeah. I was like, is it ET? She was like, ET. And she walked away from me and she was just like, ET, yeah, do it again. And I'm just like, oh, this is serious. And then like a dad's coming in. I was like, yo, this match is fire. He was like, yeah, it is. You know who's in the ring? I'm just like, yes, yeah, that's ET. It's ET. He was like, yeah, that guy's awesome. I was like, oh yeah. I was like, is that like your son or something? He was like, no, I've just been a fan since he started. And I'm just like, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. I was just like, damn, like this is serious. Like,
yeah, man.
People come from all around Ohio and around the nation to come see y'all wrestle.
There's people
man.
that travel from out of state.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, which is crazy.
I remember there was a guy, he was good friends with my dad. I remember my dad hit me up. It was like, hey, a friend of mine watches the product. And mind you, this guy, I think he stays on like Philly. And he's like, yo, Zay Senior, is that ref your son?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, just to know that there are folks out there that have watched.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, and that like the logo is like recognizable too. I mean, they just switched it, but if you go outside in AIW merch, like you get recognized sometimes. Like there's been times where I've been like downtown or at the casino or at a game or at a restaurant or something, and people are like, "Oh, Eric Taylor, oh, you're AIW, right? I watch AIW." I'm like, sick.
Yeah.
Like holy crap, like that's wild. You know, it's just a crazy experience it's always fun when you have like the girlfriend with you, you know.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
One of the first, we walked into one of the Guardians games, and it was back when me and Mikey were still teaming, and someone's like, Bitcoin boys, and I'm like, sick. It was like one of our first dates.
Hell
There
yeah.
you go.
I'm like, sick, dude, sick. I
Hell
look
yeah.
so cool right now.
How does that feel knowing when people recognize you from the streets? Like they'll be complete strangers.
Yeah,
And they'll just be like, yo, ET, Eric Taylor, what's up, bro?
right. Well, I mean, sometimes, like, most of the time, you'll at least recognize them because, like, when you're looking out in the crowd, like you recognize a lot of the faces that come, you know, consistently. So there's been a few where it's like, yeah, no, I know who you are, I just haven't met you. You know what I mean? But I recognize your face. Like I know that you would have been at an AIW show or something like that. But there's been a few where I'm just like, never seen you in my life, and like it kind of gives you that feeling of, I'm not saying that I'm a celebrity, but like it gives you that feeling of celebrity of like, man, this sounds so mean, but screw it. Like I have no idea who you are, but you feel like you know me because of wrestling, which is the goal, right? Like that's sick.
That's what y'all work for. That's
Exactly.
What everybody
Yes, sir.
everyone works for. Yeah.
And so yeah, it's pretty cool. Like I remember I was in it was Walmart, I think, and I was just like walking the aisles, and someone's like, Eric Taylor? And I'm like, crap, man. Like I'm trying to shop, you know? And I'm like, you know, like, I'm never gonna like be mean to somebody. I'm never gonna be like, man, get out of here. You know what I mean? Even though it's kind of the character. But like it was cool. You know what I mean? I'm just like, hey man, you know, like nice to meet you. Thanks for coming to shows. And it's like it's cool. And so then like when I see him at a show next time, I'm like, hey man, what's going on? And then that's kind of how some of that rapport is built sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, heck
It's always fun. It's cool.
What are your thoughts on like the wrestlers that stay in character 24 hours a day, 365 days a year?
I love that.
You know, what are your thoughts?
It's not a character, brother. No, I'm just kidding.
There we go. That's
Dude,
real life.
It's props to them. I again, to kind of peel back the curtain, like I've tried that, and it's, dude, I find it so hard to be like consistently be mean to children. Like, and I've made kids cry at shows. Like I've like not like little kids either, like 12-year-olds.
There we go.
You know what I mean? So like I get it, man. Like I'm gonna do my job. And like sometimes if I'm really feeling it, because it's like that's why people go up to the merch table, right? They want to talk to Eric Taylor, right?
Yep.
They don't want to just talk to Eric from, you know, down the street. So like I try to keep it a little balanced, but also, you know, you can come talk to me. I don't want to be completely unapproachable. So it's always fun to see how different guys balance that or work that. Like,
Yes, sir.
it's a very easy example, but I always bring it up because it's so true. Like
Yes, sir.
MJF.
Oh, man.
Oh my
Like,
god,
nuts.
Yes.
that
Nuts.
guy.
And
Yes.
I've seen him do some crazy stuff at the merch table, and it's awesome.
MJF is a
He's
gem, man.
he's a character.
Throwback.
He turned my mom into a fan. Like literally, my mother loves him.
There you go.
That's a crazy concept
That's
because he's
wow.
like awful.
He's an awful human being.
He's an
It's
awful human, right?
It's when like she'll only watch him when he cuts promos.
Fair, yeah. But it's like, dude, I remember there being certain times where I would watch as a kid, and I'm like, man, like, I want to see what this promo is all about. I care about that more than any of the wrestling matches, right?
Mhm.
Like, if it said like, oh, John Cena and CM Punk in the ring tonight or whatever it is, I'm like, dude, I want to see that because I want like that's when they're telling the story. That's when they're advancing the story.
Yep.
Someone's gonna drop a bomb and like, you know, have a crazy diss or something, and we all know that it's gonna come to a head, right? But
Yep.
like, you're just like, I want to see like the tension.
Yes.
So like, I get that.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
So when it comes to getting ready for your matches, you know, and people coming through and talking to you and suggesting stuff to you, like what songs do you listen to in order to get ready? And also, what influenced you to use that Jaden Smith song for your entrance music?
All right, so I'll answer that one first. That one I will give 100% credit to my friend Charvel because he
Shout out.
yeah, shout out to Charvel. I
Shout out
love
to
you, love you,
Charvel.
buddy. He's been one of my best friends since first grade. We were on our way back from the gym one day, and I was just playing music, and he was like, "You want to know what my song would be if I was a wrestler?" And he played that, and I'm like, "Whatever, dude." And then when I turned on Mikey, I'm like, "Man, I need a new entrance song." And I was going through stuff, and I heard it, and I'm just like, "Man, this is it, isn't it?"
There you go.
So now he always brags, and he's like, "Yeah, it's my song. I gave you my song." I'm like, "Stop talking." But
You should have saw it coming though. bro.
well, right. I mean, it piggybacks though because that like I'm very much a person that I'm very photographic, and I want to picture what's going to happen in the ring, right? When I'm trying to prepare. So especially for big matches, the entire week before, I'm listening to my entrance song, if I can find it, my opponent's entrance song, and any other song that I want to use to just feel inspired that week, whether it's a wrestling song, whether it's just a song that I just found. Because like you said, like music is crazy inspiring. It's like, it's a soundtrack, right?
Exactly.
So growing up with like, you know, all these promo packages, if you watched Absolution, you saw mine and Chuck's video package was using the song from Rock and Cena. Yeah. And so it's like the week leading up to Absolution, I was listening to my entrance music, his entrance music, that song, the song that I played before my entrance to bring out all of the signs and everything, just to visualize, you know, okay, so this is my entrance. This is how I'm going to be feeling. I'm going to hit this beat. I'm going to do this. When I get to the ring, it's going to be at this beat. And then, you know, he'll come out. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm feeling. And it helps you ideate all these different things creatively. So I try to do that as much as possible leading up to shows is like I said, my entrance music, their entrance music.
Yes, sir.
And then any other music that relates to what we're trying to do, or if the song makes me feel a certain emotion, and especially if I'm trying to convey that emotion in our story, then that immediately goes in there too. So believe it or not, there is kind of a strategy that I have, and whether it's like on purpose or not, it's just how I feel myself start to get those gears turning.
There you go.
You know, I'll walk on the treadmill for like 20, 30 minutes and just walk and listen and feel the music and be like, okay, like it just helps me come up with ideas, which is kind of weird, but it's how my brain works.
Yeah, don't be that weirdo saying what he gon' do when he on. Just make your moves in private, don't let nobody know. Watch the clones, watch the snakes, fantasizing about the rape. When I first gave a pipe, she said, babe, that's a lot to take. Never worry.
So coming back to in the fold of things, man, I will say that I didn't really know what to expect because I'm like, you know, I haven't seen Eric in God knows how long. I haven't seen Mikey in God knows how long.
Yeah.
Chuck. Artie. I haven't seen none of these guys in so long because I took some time away.
Mhm.
I didn't know. I don't know. I guess you could say it was anxious because I'm like, man, miss these guys. I'm like, what's changed? I wonder if I
Right.
still if my presence is still here. And when I came to the training academy, and all the love, I'm like, I'm still here.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like a team, right? Like,
Yes, sir.
and like I said, like before, like classmates.
Yes, sir.
You know, if I see somebody from high school, I'm like, dude, what's up? How have you been?
Oh,
Right?
yeah.
And it's like once you have that rapport, like that doesn't go away. Like we're bros, right?
sir. The
And
life.
so we've ridden together to these horrible shindies that
Oh
in the
my
middle of nowhere, and
God.
like we've shared all these stories and these times that whatever it is, like just long car rides
Yes,
and
sir.
whatever it is, like. So yeah, man, of course,
Do-
that's never gonna change.
Do you remember the one ride? I think it was Franklin, Ohio. I think it was me, you, Mikey, Chuck, Artie, and Zach. And we was going to, I forgot the name of the promotion, but we was going there, and the whole angle that they had was like, okay, this faction was supposed to be formed, and
Yep.
there's like, we want you to be the heel ref.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? And the guy that like was drunk and he like started like acting a fool and was ready to fight us.
Yeah. Yeah. That was like fresh out too.
Yeah.
Like fresh out of training, like a
Yeah.
couple months in.
Mm.
Yes.
I remember that. Wow, man. That was am I allowed to say the promotion? Should I? I mean, there's still a promotion, but yeah.
I
It was honestly, we learned
Yeah.
a lot there.
yeah, I'll say
It was
like
cool.
out of respect for them, I'll say this. That's not
Sure.
that's
Yeah,
not named.
we'll keep it under wraps. But dude, I remember going there and like I always tell a lot of the new kids that stuff now is like sometimes you're gonna have promotions where it does not seem worth it,
Yes.
but go.
'Cause
Go get reps. You know what I mean? Go just grab a mic and start talking. Like ask the promoter, but
Mhm.
grab a mic, start talking, work on your promos, work on your in ring, and get used to being on the road too. Because like once you kind of step out of that,
Mhm.
it's so much harder to get back in. And COVID told us that, right?
Yes,
Like
yes, indeed.
it was so much harder once everything was canceled to then be like, man, I got to start doing this again.
Oh hell yeah.
It's crazy.
How important is it to work on those promos and just to be in the right mindset in those circles when it comes to those things? Because I've seen y'all hit some promos before,
Mm.
and some of these are really good. Like, how important is it to hit the promo
It's
in wrestling?
it's just as important, if not more important, than what happens in the ring, because that is what sets the crowd up to be adjusted to you. If it wasn't for my promos, I wouldn't have probably gotten a lot of the opportunities that I got
Dude.
because I'm doing hot
Ooh-wee.
tub promos, right?
Mhm.
And I just look like the ultimate, piece of garbage because it's 85 degrees out and why am I in a hot tub? You know what I mean? Like stuff
Yeah.
like that where it's like, okay, so now people are starting to, be adjusted to my character and who is Eric Taylor. Oh, screw that guy. So now when I come out, they're going to immediately, without even seeing me yet, they're going to start booing or cheering, depending on if you're messed up in the head, but whatever it is. So man, like that's just as important, if not more important. And we were just talking about it the other day. Like, I wish that every match had a promo right before. I wish that everybody
sir.
got a chance to come out and talk a little crap before you start wrestling, because that will help people understand, like, oh, this is what's happening today. This is what's going on. This is what this match is about. This is why they're fighting.
Mhm.
I like that idea. And you're not always going to have that luxury. You're not always going to have that much time, right? But like I said, to any new guy out there, it's like just try to get on it as much as you can, because public speaking is at the forefront of professional wrestling, whether it's a promo, whether it's this kind of stuff, or
Yes, sir.
whatever it is. Like, if you want to do this and be good at it, then you need to be able to speak, and that is what helps you do that. So there's so many benefits to it. But
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. It helps you project too.
yeah,
sir.
yeah,
Definitely does. And the way I see you guys do it, the way you guys think, and the crowd is just like really engaged.
yes, sir.
oh yeah,
definitely a new audience, I would say, since coming back.
Yeah,
A
that
new
too.
era. It's a new era.
Yeah, definitely. Which like is it's natural, right? Like, and it's also the goal,
Mhm.
right? You want to be able to start bringing in so many new fans that the audience
Yes,
is
sir.
unrecognizable because there's so many new people, right?
Yes,
so
sir.
it's a good thing. It's a great thing.
Oh, for
Like
sure.
I gotta get used to a lot of the new fans. Like, so since I've been popping up at shows, I've been interacting with a lot of them just to get a feel of them, and
Yeah.
vice versa.
Yeah.
You know, just to understand their vibe and stuff like that. So
Well, and it helps you become a better performer too, because
Yes,
you're
sir.
understanding the crowd that you're wrestling in front of, and so yeah, to be able to get to know those fans, and like I said, like they're so personable, and they come up to you, they come up to the merch table, and not every show is like that.
Yep.
A lot of shows, like the crowds are, they're not great sometimes, to be honest. So like, we're very
true.
blessed in Cleveland to have such a great crowd.
Yeah.
yes,
you know.
sir.
Cleveland's always been a great wrestling town too.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
You know, actually pretty much die hard. You know, it could be AIW, AEW, Exodus Pro. It can be Mega Championship, you know, but all of those are great. But when I check out AIW, you guys have probably one of the most committed fan bases.
Yeah.
Not
Well-
just in Cleveland, but in Ohio.
right. And it's because of the longevity, right? Like we
Yeah.
just celebrated
Mhm.
our 20th anniversary last year, so like,
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out, congratulations.
yeah, man, like it's just crazy.
20 years, man.
Yeah. And like the history of that 20 years is kind of what builds that equity for the audience to be like, you know what? Like I'm now a diehard fan. They put on bangers.
And that's where I'm like 20 years. I'm like it's time for me to step out and make my return, because I'm like, it's 20 years. I'm like, it's only right, because I'm like,
Yeah.
I was one of those pillars that help add on to the legacy.
And
Right.
when I tell you about that pop that you got, the crowd went crazy when they heard Xavier's name, man.
Heck yeah.
They-
That's because he treats people well. And that's the big thing, right?
It
That's
literally
right.
it literally
That's
costs $0 to be a good person.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Jake always told me that, it's always good to be a good human.
Exactly.
Because it'll take you far.
Yeah, and I got to be honest, you two definitely deserve your flowers. Here are your flowers. Don't,
Nice.
of
Appreciate
course,
that.
of
Appreciate
course,
that. I'll save them for later.
of course.
Put some water on them.
Like
Yeah.
as I said, the pop. Every time I go out and I see y'all too, when you visit any AIW event, you get the love and respect. You get the crowd going crazy. You get the crowd roars for you as soon as they see you.
Yes,
'Cause you get a mixture of, because like you're doing what you're doing in the ring,
Right.
and you get the equal amount of respect because of your
Mhm.
hustle, which kind of gets me to the next question. How important is it to pay those dues in the industry?
Oh, that's a good question,
Yeah,
brother.
man. And like, I think about this a lot too, because there's a lot of politics in wrestling, right?
Yes,
So
it
like,
is.
beyond just doing it to learn it, you're doing it because you don't want to be the guy that doesn't do it also to start
There you go.
out. You know what I mean? Like
Yes,
you're not just going to be the only guy that doesn't help put the ring up. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean? But also like you want to be able to learn how to put the ring up.
Yeah, that's
you
important.
want to be able to know how it works because it makes you more in touch with the business and what you're doing.
Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean? Like if I know that this bar goes in this way, I'm not going to take a bump on this part of the ring or whatever it is. Like it just helps you learn those different aspects of the business and it makes you more valuable. Like everybody talks about value in wrestling and it's like, okay, so now if I go to a show and there's a problem with the ring, I can help. I can do it.
Yep.
So it's not just, okay, I'm going to be bored and I'm going to do this for no money and I'm going to go to this place and,
Mhm.
be put to work and whatever, slave away and not get anything out of it. You're doing it for a reason and it's very hard to forget why.
Mhm.
And I'm sure there's times where we did.
Heck
There's
yeah.
times where we were coming up and somebody would dip out and it would be 2:30 in the morning in freezing cold snow and we're trying to put the ring away. And I'm sure I've done it a few times. Like, but it's just it's the nature of the business. You have to learn.
Yes,
you have
sir.
to take some good reprimandings probably, and you learn.
Oh,
but
bro, I remember every time, bro, they used to yell and installing us, but I don't never looked at the yelling as bad. It's like, they want us to do better and be better.
well, right.
And I feel like we did just that. We had some that, would be like, they ain't here. Okay,
Right. Yeah,
But-
yeah.
we still was able to load the ring up, take the ring out, set the ring up. So
Yeah.
it all worked out.
And you know what's funny too is like every generation is gonna tell the generation after them like how good you have it. Like,
Yeah.
because like Dr. Dan and Dom and all those guys would be like, yeah, there was a hole in the roof when we would be setting up or whenever we would take down the ring, do ring crew. There was only 2 of us and blah blah blah.
Yep.
And so then once we started doing it, and then the next generation came in, there was so many students.
Oh my goodness.
And we're like, you guys don't know how good you have it. There was only 4 of us, and we were
Yep.
doing it in the freezing cold. You guys don't understand how many people you have, and
Yep.
it should take 10 minutes. You know what I mean? And You're
Yep.
just like, I'm the old guy now, huh? Oh my god! Like I'm the old head now. This is crazy. Like now they're looking at us like these guys. You know,
yeah.
it's which is again just a whole other aspect of like crazy how fast it goes by. But
Dang, y'all are unks now, man.
dude, friggin' tell me about
Yeah.
it. Jeez.
You guys are unks now.
Heck yeah.
That's what. So when y'all are around the YNs, you know, when y'all are around the YNs or the younger guys, you know, you ever get any pushback? You know,
As far as what?
just as far as just like you're trying to teach them a move, and it's just like they're not listening because they feel like they got it, but then they have to learn the hard way.
I haven't yet.
Same. Like,
I've seen glimpses of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know if it's necessarily like pushback. I think it's more so just like ignorance or ego. Because again, like I said before, we're like people sometimes come into it thinking that they know what they're doing.
until they actually have to be put to the test.
Exactly. Because people watch, New Japan or they watch whatever it is.
Like YouTube videos, of
Yeah.
tutorials, and all.
And they're like, okay, no, I've watched it, I know. But it's like, dude, you haven't done it. You haven't gotten the footwork down.
Yep.
You don't know how to put emotion into this.
Mhm.
And there's guys that'll have a bigger, and again, we're probably all guilty of it too. We've probably
yeah,
done
we've-
it at some point, but
Mhm.
you might think that you know how to do something, but you don't know how to do something.
That is true.
There's a difference between wrestling and working. And sometimes watching these kids at training, you're like, holy crap. But again, that's how we were too.
Yep.
And you have to learn, you have to make mistakes in
Yep.
order to become a better wrestler, person,
Yes, sir.
anything. You have to make mistakes.
Yeah.
So,
And I say one of the most important things too, like if I was saying recently, and it's been said to us numerous of times, we if somebody's going to a different show because they're booked, don't be afraid to jump in that car, especially if you're
Yeah.
a new student, because showing face is always important. Helping with setup is important, because then the promoter looks at that like, oh, okay. Oh, he's gonna be debuting soon. We might want him on the card. So
Right.
stuff like that
Yeah.
is important.
or somebody cancels or gets hurt or whatever it is,
Yep.
and like that's happened to us too, where you're just like, I guess I'll go. I'm not doing anything else this weekend. I guess I'll go help
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, just like stepping up.
Yeah,
You know,
and
but-
like you just never know what might come with the opportunity. Or like even before me and Chuck debuted, we got to ref on a show,
There you
and we're
go.
just like, dude, like just let us do anything. Just let us be in the ring and get used to being in the ring,
Oh, for
right?
sure.
Yeah,
Yes,
so it's like
sir.
you do what you can do.
Heck yeah.
So I feel like in a way, as I said before, wrestling is like music,
Yes, sir.
because you
Yeah.
never know what may pop up. You never know, you might have to step up and get your opportunity,
Yes, sir.
and the adrenaline is there, especially when you hear the roar of the crowd,
Yes, sir.
and I understand like we all got to get in our zones as artists
That's right.
and as wrestlers or any
Mhm.
athletes. You got to get your head right. You got to get your mind right. What are some rituals that you do in order to get ready for like a match?
I've gotten asked this question a few times, and like I used to never have a ritual. Like I'm just like, dude, I don't know. I got to come up with something just for an answer. I always like to stretch, especially lately, in my old age, and since I've been doing it now, I'm a grizzled young vet, right? But I think that I always do my certain stretches, and I don't know how I didn't think of this before, because I like me personally, I'm religious, but so when I wrestled Sidney Akeem, I'm gonna credit this to him.
Okay.
A couple months ago, we were in the back, we were about to go out, and he was like, "Hey guys, like you guys don't have to, join me, but I'm gonna pray." And I'm like, why have I never thought of that before? Why am I just thinking of this now? Like I went to Catholic school my entire life, and I like for whatever reason, like if I was just too busy, like whatever it was, and so I'm like, yeah, no, I'm gonna be with you with that. So now I pray before every match. I just say, God, thank you for allowing me to live out my dream and allowing me to do what I've wanted to do ever since I was a kid. Thank you for bringing fans that will help me do this, and hopefully I can entertain them. And I have a little thing that I say in my head now, but so I credit him for that one. So that's kind of my ritual currently is stretch and pray. Those are my two biggest things.
Stretch and pray. Yeah. And of course, glory to the Most High, glory to God.
100%.
You know,
100%.
For me, honestly, bro, before every show, I would go find a chill area and I would just meditate.
Nice.
Clear my thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Do some quick push-ups, get my blood flowing. You know, nervous and stuff. Like, oh man, but that helps me a lot, calm my nerves.
For sure.
And
You guys mind if I tell you what I be doing in order to get ready for shows?
100%.
Go right ahead.
So what I do, of course, I try to find a very quiet place. You know, I try to get away from the noise. I don't want to ever be seen because it's just I don't want people talking to me.
Right. Yeah. You don't want to be distracted.
I don't exactly. Like I don't want to be distracted. Like I turn my phone, I literally turn on D&D or turn it off. I find a place with a mirror. You know, because you got to get your ego together. You know, especially when you're about to hit the stage.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, I get in character. You know, and I look at myself and I'll be like, this ain't your first rodeo. It's just another day at work. You know, of course I stretch as well.
Sure.
You know, I look at myself and in my head, I usually say this. It's like, if anything that I'm going to do tonight, I'm going to turn heads. I'm going to make sure that you see me, hear me, feel me in every way possible. So then I can be remembered as not just him, but that guy. You know, my goal is to outdo everybody in the room and leave.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know,
100%.
outperform. Yeah, outperform everyone because I would say I'm a different beast as soon as I hit that stage.
Right.
Okay.
Well, that's the goal. And like that's the same thing with us. It's like everybody wants to be the show stealer, right?
Yeah.
Yes,
I mean, it's probably the same thing. You just want to be, like you said, you want to be that guy.
Yeah, like I want to break hearts. I want to be that guy. Like I'll be the heartbreak kid and be the showstopper. You know,
The headliner.
yeah. Headliner. Super.
You want to be the guy that when they're on their way home, they're like, he was my favorite part of the show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or at least one of.
Oh, for sure.
You know.
For sure. What's up, you guys? We are here on Sip and Chill again. I'm with my boy Anime Soul King.
Yo.
And we got the one and only, the champ, till this day, E.T., the future maker, the moment maker, the one that will undertake you.
Undertake you.
Undertake
I
you.
like that. That's
You know,
like
you
that. I
see
like
what I
that.
did there?
Get the shovel.
See what I
We'll
did
get the
there?
shovel.
Oh yeah. It's not even gold. It's platinum, y'all. You know,
Platinum.
it's platinum.
There you go.
You know, and it's just like coming back. You know, again, you know, the rituals are important.
Oh yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and the rituals have to be done, or else you're gonna feel off. You're gonna feel off.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
it's like trying to figure out what to do with your hands, and you didn't even plan for it yet.
Right.
You know, are you gonna be like Orange Cassidy and put them in your pocket, or are you gonna do something with them?
Yeah.
I would say another ritual. I think we've done it all the time. Me, you, Chuck, Artie, Mikey. We would always go to Cheats when we were on the road.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Cheats.
Oh, I thought you said something else. My bad. I thought you was like, hold on, what?
Is it Cheats and Waffle House?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Waffle House is
Waffle
always a
House.
big one. Yeah. Well, Waffle House is good.
Shout out to Waffle House.
Shout out
We
to
love a good Waffle House. Yeah.
Shout out to Malcolm and your Waffle House order, bro.
There you go. Yeah. What is it? Can you put them on blast real quick?
Hey Malcolm, I got a question for you. What is your Waffle House order?
Let us know. Let us know.
Yes, please comment below. Anybody that's watching now, comment below what your favorite meal is going on the road. All right, is it Waffle
Yes.
House? Have you ever taken a bump in Waffle House?
Can't say I have. Have you? Is that why?
Yeah.
Like, okay. Well,
Yeah. I've
called my
actually-
bluff.
I've actually went into a Waffle House once, and I saw a brawl once, and it was pretty bad. And I was
You got about a 1 in 3 chance at that. So I'm not impressed.
War games. It feels like war games in every Waffle House video I've seen.
Yeah.
And I had to see it for myself. And I was just like, at first I was like, this shit's not real. I went
Right,
to a
man.
Waffle House, and people really be throwing hands over some hash browns.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I wasn't prepared for that.
It's like, why?
Eddie, don't look at me like that, man. Don't look at me like that.
Hey, ET, there's a memory I want to go back to.
Of course.
Do you remember? It was, I think it was 20. It had to be 2018 because I think we were still training at the time. Do you remember when WWE was getting involved with us around the time Johnny and Cole was having their feud, and I think this was the time Johnny was the champion. Johnny came up first.
Yeah.
He let us hold the title, and because they was getting the whole Twan was getting involved. In
Right. Yeah. Twan showed up on NXT.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Cole came and the infamous he cuts his promo on us and
Right.
we're all looking tense. They go, cut. And Adam Cole, he getting ready to walk off. He almost tripped over the garbage can.
Oh, see, I wasn't there for Adam. I wasn't there when he was there. I was there when Johnny was there.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
I
man.
forget why I wasn't there when Adam was there.
Shout out to Adam Cole, by the way.
Yeah. No, shout out to both of those
yeah,
guys.
and
Johnny's
Johnny,
killing it.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Loving what he's doing.
So is Adam. They're both great. So
Man, legends.
Yeah.
Legends in the industry, man. That was a moment. I'll never forget it, but it was
and like
cool.
something like that too, like another point on, wrestling all these guys and being able to just meet all these legends that we've been able to be in the same room with. Like
Yes, sir.
Adam Cole tripping on a trash can, putting him on blast right now. But
Shout
it
out
just
Adam
it
Cole,
just
man.
reminds you like we're all human, man.
Yep.
Like we're all like I remember picking up Ted DiBiase, Tugboat, and Cowboy Bob Orton from the airport.
Yo.
Wait, what?
Heck of a
Yeah.
car, right?
Yeah, that was
Heck of a car.
wasn't that the it was an Akron show?
Yeah.
It
It was
was-
at our it was I forget what it was called, but like Kelly was there, Booker T was there.
Yo, Kelly story. Let's hear it.
Were you with us? Did you go to Hibachi with us?
I don't think I did.
No?
I don't think I did, but I did hear you was with Kelly and
So I could officially say that I took Kelly out to dinner at some point in my life.
Yeah, that's
But-
amazing.
So, but the story there was that she was there and she was hungry, and me being one of the students, I was asked to take Kelly wherever she wanted, and I'm like, oh, this is my shot, like
yeah.
this is it. But at the same time, I was like, I'm 18, scrawny, and I need to have one of the female students with us. So Laurel came with us. I was like, hey, Laurel, can you come with me? Because like I'm like intimidated as hell right now. So it was me, Laurel, Kelly, and someone else. I forget who it was.
Chuck.
I don't think so. It was someone. I cannot remember who it was though. But it was cool. We went to Hibachi.
There you
And
go.
I took a video for my brother-in-law with her saying like, hey, can you say hi to my brother-in-law? And she's like, sure. And I'm like, looking back at it, I'm like, dude, that was so stupid.
That's
But-
the former Divas champion.
Yeah, man.
There you go.
Like one of my first like wrestling crushes. And I'm
There you
just
go.
like,
Oh, man.
I'm eating hibachi with Kelly.
Yeah.
Right? So it's cool. So again, shout out to Kelly. But
Kelly, shout out.
so that was cool too. But yeah, back to the car that I had, the crazy legendary car, Cowboy Bob Orton,
There you go.
Ted DiBiase, and Tugboat. Pick them up, put all their bags in the back of my mom's car because I was driving her car at the time because I needed a bigger car. I was driving a Ford Focus. I'm like, Mom, a Ford Focus ain't gonna cut it for these legends. And she's like, go ahead, take it. I'm like, all right, cool.
There you go. There you
So
go.
driving them to the show, and it's like they're just talking about their kids. Like Ted DiBiase's like, yeah, Ted Jr.'s got this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, man, like they're just talking about their kids, like it's like they're playing like CYO football.
Wow,
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
all these guys are just human.
Yeah.
They're men and women that just have lived a life and they've gotten to experience all these crazy things. But at the end
Yes,
of the day,
sir.
like they love their family like we do. They love certain foods or places, and like
There you go.
we're all just human. And so that also kind of helps ease a lot of these nerves. But
Oh,
for
heck
sure.
yeah.
yeah,
Speaking of Bob Orton, I had a chance to talk to him the day of that show.
Mhm.
After he had got done eating and everything. And see, the thing with that is, I already bet that man gets questions all the time about Randy.
Right.
Nobody, I feel, asks about his career.
sure.
They're always asked about Randy. So when I met him and stuff like that, I took time out to ask about his career because I wanted to know about his career because I've
Yeah.
followed not only just his son's career, but I've went back on YouTube and watched old DVDs on Bob Orton's career.
Yeah.
And so I gave him his flowers, his acknowledgement.
Sure.
To break that mold, because again, like I said, he hear about Randy, I'm pretty sure, all the time.
Oh yeah. I mean, one of the greatest of all time. Both of them.
Yes,
really.
indeed.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to the GOAT, Randy Orton.
It's crazy how the legend killer is starting to become the legend, and he's about ready to almost settle
Right.
down too.
Yeah.
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 You know, Bob Orton, he's a former champion, isn't he? WCW champion, right?
dude.
No.
Or
I don't know.
NWA
I
champion.
don't know enough on my head. Probably, I think
Yeah.
NWA sounds.
I think
a little bit familiar,
NWA.
but I
Yeah.
I could also totally be 100% wrong. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I should know more. of this
Actually,
stuff, and I
hold
don't.
on. Let me
yeah.
look that up. Give me 1 second.
We're getting some confirmation here.
We're
from
gonna
the Anime
yeah,
Soul
confirm
King.
that.
We're getting some on hand, live on air confirmations.
Yes.
Some quick confirmations, quick work, quick production from the Sip and Chill podcast team here.
Oh yeah. Like meanwhile, I gotta ask. So like I when I see y'all do your thing, we see people like you, Chuck, Jocelyn, Sam Calloway, and some of the new guys. No Mikey. What's his name? He has the intense title right now. His name is Josh.
You're talking about Broner. Broner's Isaiah
What?
Broner is
Isaiah
the intense
Broner.
champ.
Isaiah Broner, bro.
Oh yeah, my
You
bad.
know
man.
this.
My bad. My
saying.
bad. Hey, my bad, Isaiah, man.
He
You
will
know?
clothesline you too.
I know,
So
I
you
feel
gotta-
that.
Yeah. Did you not see what he did to Mikey?
We'll cut that part out.
No. No, Isaiah.
He's had quite the attitude problem as of late.
I
too,
know.
so I'd be
Well,
careful.
listen, Isaiah, you better go take it up with somebody else. I
Whoa.
ain't the one. All right?
Whoa.
He go break you in half, bro.
Listen,
I don't know if I would do that.
I ain't the
Yeah.
one.
Listen, man.
All right.
I can't sit here and defend you. So I don't know.
So it says right here,
Come on the show right now, Isaiah. Let's see what will happen. All right,
Isaiah, do not listen to him.
I won't be here.
I would not
I got
be
my
here.
whole squad with me.
He's going to be alone.
I will not
No.
be. Yeah.
Anime,
He's ripe for the picking
listen,
whenever you
Anime
want.
told me to tell you this.
Don't
Okay?
what?
Whoa.
Don't throw me under the bus. I didn't say any of that.
I'm just joking, man. I'm just joking.
go back.
Close on him for me, please. Please. But I have the stats pulled up. Cowboy Bob Orton, he was an NWA World Tag Team Champion.
Mhm.
He was a regional champion as well. So that's the only titles he held.
Really?
That's it?
NWA World Tag Team Champion, from what it shows right here. Let me go look more. We go do some digging. Okay,
That's
here we go.
surprising.
Hey,
Yeah.
AWF Heavyweight Champion one time. Please, Lord, cauliflower? What? Cauliflower
Yeah,
Alley Club?
He championed cauliflower. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's
He was a
Ladies and gentlemen, the cauliflower champion.
right.
He
He
was-
was cauliflower. I don't feel like a champ getting it.
Yeah, I don't like it that much.
It shows here he was a CSWA Heavyweight Champion, NWA Florida Heavyweight Champion, NWA Florida Tag Team Champion, ICW, oh Jesus Christ, ICW Southern Heavyweight Champion, ICW Television Champion, ICW, sorry, I have some gum in my mouth, ICW Southern Tag Champion,
It's a nice little
NWA,
resume.
Yeah, man.
NWA World,
There's got to be more than that.
He's a tag team specialist, basically.
it's a
Yeah.
lot. Now that I clicked on his Wikipedia, he has a lot.
Yeah.
He has a lot.
That makes a little bit more sense. Yeah.
Shout out to Bob Orton.
Legend.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. So you're riding with these legends. You're taking Kelly out. For Hibachi.
That's goated. I'm sorry.
That is goated. That is goated.
I told my girlfriend that. She's like, wait, really? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a flex. You can.
Yeah, really.
My only thing as we wind down, the fact that y'all don't have a Hall of Fame is killing me. And it will be nice to watch you guys, get suited and booted and not just watch you get in there, but watch my brother get in there too,
Right.
It'll be amazing to see you guys as y'all get to the next step of y'all's careers to be inducted in AIW's Hall of Fame.
That would always be cool. I mean,
Yeah.
you'd have to talk to Big Boss Man about that one.
Yeah.
But
I mean, we've always had cool conversations about it. I think that'd be a cool idea. But
right.
I think Alberti made it clear that he doesn't really focus too much on that.
Yeah, well, exactly. I think that it's with indie wrestling, it's hard because you're so focused on what's happening on the next show. What are we
Yes.
doing on the next show? Could we make this next show even happen?
Yep.
You know what I mean? So I will say, with the longevity of AIW, there's definitely a heck of a list that you could start putting in there.
Oh,
for
heck
sure.
yeah.
Um,
For sure.
Now, with that comes, okay, so you have your first class. I wouldn't be in the first 20 classes probably with how stacked AIW is. You know what I mean? So
you got to be like Chandler Biggins,
right,
Johnny,
right.
Who else?
Kevin Owens.
KO.
Yeah.
Ethan
Page. Dude, there's the list. You can go on and on. You turn on a SmackDown and you're gonna see the
Like
AIW Hall of Fame.
half the
Like,
class,
yeah. So it's like there's definitely room for it, 100%. But yeah, man, with indies, it's just like we're trying to do what we can do to make sure that we put on the best show possible to make sure that we can continue having shows.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's not like there's
Yes, sir.
we're not a $1 billion company quite yet. So
Oh, yeah.
Woo,
You got,
man.
let me tell you something. Y'all are definitely on your way. You know, as I said, ear to the ground. I'm a podcaster. You know, I pay attention to a lot, even to the little details. You know, so I could be not just the best podcaster, but the best journalist possible. You guys have been doing such a great job. ET, definitely proud of you, man.
thank you very much.
You've been killing it, and I need you to continue to kill it. Great job to you as well, Anime. You know, you guys have created something bigger than just yourselves. You know, your star is bright, all right? And when you get called up to the mainstream, you know, because the indie action is way different from the mainstream action.
Yeah.
And is this you definitely have that it factor,
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
you know,
Thank you.
and you could tell you care.
Yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
That's
you
the
put
most
your
important
blood,
thing.
sweat, and tears into this. And
That's the
you
most
care.
important thing.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
definitely.
if there, and I gotta ask, if there's any advice you can look into the camera and tell them what to do in order to get to where you are right now, what would it be?
Don't ever think that you're too smart or that you know everything like we talked about. There's a lot of egos with wrestling.
Yes, it is.
So you want to be 1% better every single day, right?
Yes, sir.
There's always something to learn. There's always something you can get better at. And it's very important that you don't lose sight of that. I could go on and on. There's about 1 million points that I could make, but that's really the most important thing is just learn that you need to be coachable. And the first step in that is realizing that you don't know anything. I always
Yes,
tell
sir.
everybody, you are learning a new sport. This is like you in kindergarten being taught how to throw or taught how to play football for the first time or t-ball or whatever it is. Even still right now, I'm probably at a 7th to 8th grade level of professional wrestling. The only people that will make it to that, college doctorate level are the people that you see in the Hall of Fame, the people that you see. I mean, even some of the people you see main eventing WrestleMania aren't even quite there yet, probably.
That's
right?
true.
So
That's
it's
true.
like we're always learning, we're always adapting. There's always something that we need to figure out. So if those guys are still doing that, and I mean, John Cena said it. He was like, anytime I come back from a match, he's like, what could we have done better?
And that says a lot, you know, coming from John Cena,
Exactly.
that he still
Right.
asks for others' opinions.
Yeah. So like if you're a year in and you're not asking yourself that, if you're not watching tape back, then you're gonna have a hard time. So be coachable. Just understand that there's always something you could be working on.
And don't be afraid to ask questions either.
Yeah.
Especially. Oh yeah.
Because that can help with your craft if you ask questions. Because critiques help a lot. You may not agree with it, but it's like at the time. But I would say once things settle in, you will understand. Like, okay, that critique makes sense.
Yeah. And I remember like there's been times where I've been shy to speak up or to ask someone something because I don't want to bother them or whatever it is. But yeah, like you said, like you never know what that question or even like a critique is going to spin. Even if that critique at its face value isn't necessarily something that quote unquote helps you or something that applies to you or whatever it is, it might then trigger something else for you to be like, oh crap, but I could do this. You know what I mean? So like even just talking wrestling with people, and just getting those juices flowing is gonna be good for you at some point,
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But you guys, it's about that time.
Oh, yeah.
What's up?
What's your Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling?
Oh, I forgot to ask that.
Oh man, I've been asked this so many times and I never know how to answer.
I'll put it like this. So to make it easy for you, who, based on their impact on you and your character and who you are, who would you put on your Mount Rushmore?
Can we all answer this? Can we go around? We'll do
Yeah.
a round robin.
Yeah,
Round
go
table.
ahead. I'm gonna think about mine.
No, you go first, bro.
So, wrestlers that impact me on my Mount Rushmore, even though I'll say overall, like I got my solidified Mount Rushmore, but
Sure.
impact. Ooh,
There's so many. It's like, man, how do I even begin to attack this?
I'm gonna say Charles Robinson.
It's always a good one.
He's
The
one
legend.
of them for me because, like, with the moment I became a ref, I studied a lot of his work.
Mm-hmm.
So Charles Robinson. It was his work ethic. Booker T, his charisma.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
William Regal because of his technical
Mm.
ability.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like that answer though. That's a good
Mhm.
answer.
And Paul Heyman, to me, the greatest talker of all
Nice.
time.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
these are when it comes to like this, the Mount Rushmore of people that inspire me as far as overall the things that I like. Those four.
Sure.
Now, when it comes to my solidified Mount Rushmore, Roman Reigns, The Rock, Stone Cold, Randy Orton. That's my solidified Mount
Okay.
Rushmore. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a solid list. All
Yes,
8
sir.
of those. Solid.
yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So my Mount Rushmore.
Mhm.
Of course, I was wrestling back in middle school and high school. I was doing amateur wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So of course I got to give it to Shelton Benjamin,
Ain't no stopping me.
Nice.
the gold standard.
Yes, sir.
I got to give it to Kurt Angle.
Angle. Okay. Not bad.
Edge,
Okay.
Nick Nemeth,
Okay.
Beautiful.
and Randy Orton.
That's 5.
That is 5.
I just got to give you my top 5.
Okay.
Like so.
We'll
because-
accept it. We'll
Oh, yeah.
submit it to the committee for review.
Yeah.
No, because I started doing like throws and stuff because of Kurt.
Yeah.
I started doing like single legs. I started doing firemen's and sweep singles because of Shelton.
Okay.
My 2-on-1s and getting the single leg, and just like getting them to the ground and just going for the points, the pin. I started doing cradles because of those two.
Mhm.
And yeah, Shelton is just incredible. He's an incredible athlete.
Yeah.
He is.
I feel like there's not enough flowers are given to Shelton, his technical
He's
ability.
insane. Yeah.
Yeah.
Insane. Even still now, like
Yeah.
he's just you're like, how do you do that stuff? I can't do that.
Oh
Like,
no, like 'cause-
insane.
Oh yeah, Shelton's a beast, and like just as I said, special shout out to Nick Nemeth, 2-time All-American, 2-time world champion. They say never meet your heroes, but I'm glad this was one I got to meet.
Yeah.
Because like this guy inspired me to go even harder, sacrifice every single day in order to get to what I got, and I was like 2-time conference placer, captain of the team.
Yeah.
It was great, So
Right. Yeah. Like you said, man, just inspiration by, watching someone else do what they want to do. It's immediately inspirational.
Oh,
right.
yeah.
So
work ethic nuts, man.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
So I think mine, we're going just off of their impact on you, right?
Yes.
So I would go John Cena because he's my first favorite professional wrestler.
Okay.
He was the guy that got me into it. Taught me storytelling.
Okay.
CM Punk, who taught me how to talk and got me adjusted to the indies. Watching his documentary, he talked about his indie run with Chris Hero and everything. So that was really the first moment where I was like, why can't I do this? Right? I can do this. I can figure this out. So those two, Jeff Hardy for the fearlessness and excitement factor.
Okay.
Just showing that you can always be innovative and doing different things. Again, one of those guys that I grew up with as a kid that was one of my favorite. He was probably my second favorite professional wrestler next to John Cena. So those three, and then the fourth is probably a toss-up between a couple guys. Nemeth might be one of them just because of the way that he sells. We're kind of like, I don't necessarily say we're the same size, but like he's a smaller guy, I'm a smaller guy, and the way that he sells, he puts everything into it. And that's how I feel I do it. I hope that I do it justice, but I think that it's the most important thing in wrestling. So I think those four guys, that's probably where I would go as far as, my inspiration and an all-around inspiration for who I am now today.
All right.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Well, E.T., I appreciate you coming on, man, and killing it.
Thank you for having me.
One time, 1T, we need you to hit that promo, as we sign off, just introduce yourself, as that guy. So for now, I go by the name of Marcus Storm.
And it's your boy, Anime Soul King.
And I am Future 2 Bright, the moment maker himself, the former absolute and intense champion, former tag team champion, the only man to win the J-Lit tournament twice and back-to-back. I am the man, Eric Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what we got in common? We're both two-time.
Both two-time.
Both two-time.
Two-time.
Two-time award nominee.
Yeah.
There we
All
go.
right, dude, we got trophies, huh?
There we go.
Oh,
there
yeah.
we go.
Yeah. No, not enough respect on this man's name. It's 2-time. And we're gonna work on making it. We're gonna try to make it working it for you 3 times.
Yes, sir.
There you
3
go.
times.
Yes, sir.
Three time.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
And for the people who don't know, the women that want to know, and the people here for a good show, I, again, am Marcus Storm. I appreciate you guys coming in for the new year. And it's not just over yet. We got shows coming. We got more artists coming. We got more people coming through to the podcast, all right? You can either sip and chill or be at your own risk at will. Till then, have a good night. I said, don't you love it when a plan just comes together? It's funny, right?
Are you serious? Jesus, come on now.
Coming off the last record, those were my confessions. Give y'all blessings while I still teach you niggas a lesson. Niggas stressing, but no, your loyalty's in question. You niggas press, but it seems like y'all ain't get the message. I'm Tommy Egan, I'll leave you speechless and bleeding. You breathing, but all this beefing would've thought you were vegan. In your mind that I'm leasing, you steady ready policing. Piecing all my moves together like get it together. Come on, beyond what they expected. The Phoenix just resurrected. Detected what they're saying, yet they stats ain't reflecting. Niggas checking for the name, man, shit ain't a game. I'm who's who to your who knew. We ain't the same. Niggas praying on my downfall. See niggas downfall. Villain art, make it hit, only one call. I'm Harvey Dent, a bunch of niggas are two-faced. I'm coming for you all, the boys in his true state. You niggas think you coming for me? Godspeed.